Back in 2022, December of 22, Palantir announces a massive deal with Crisis24. Crisis24 is the leading risk management company throughout the entire world, working in 45 different jurisdictions and countries and having over 5 decades of experience. To say that they are a leader in this field is definitely an understatement. And as a matter of fact, this match was a match made in heaven. It just makes sense that Crisis24 would use Palantir and become a partner. Crisis24's platform is built on top of Palantir Foundry. Well, earlier today, Lord Grimm, who's one of the top contributors to the Palantir community, shoots me a DM and says, hey, there's a brand new product that's being built by Crisis24 in coordination with Palantir called the Dynamic Risk Library. And this Dynamic Risk Library is going to be built on top of Palantir Foundry and Palantir AIP. You see, the vice president of Crisis24 was actually at Palantir Foundry Con, and now he was at Palantir AIP Con. Shout out to Lord Grimm, who does a fantastic job putting the pieces together. A lot of people are worried, is Palantir actually going to be able to push their product on existing clients? And the answer is yes. We have evidence of this right in front of us. As per usual, the Palantir community is around 6 months ahead of everybody else. As a matter of fact, Palantards was able to find today's contract that was given by the United States Special Operations Command to Palantir, and he mentioned it around 2 weeks ago, that they have a $14 billion budget, and some of that money is going to go to Palantir for data analytics. And lo and behold, he was absolutely 100% correct, as we got a massive $463 million contract announced today. I'm going to go over the tweet in just a moment, and I wanted to play you an actual video of Crisis24 Vice President actually speaking about using AI. He actually makes a mention about ChatGPT. He makes a mention of large language models, so on and so forth. So all of these things are going to be powering the Dynamic Risk Library, all built on top of Foundry and AIP. This is absolutely huge. Before I go any further, I have a massive announcement. This Wednesday on Amit's show at the Market Open, we will have a legendary Palantir bull. This guy's name is Keith Fitzgerald. He's been talking about Palantir when it was in the lower single digits. He was actually supporting Palantir and actually talking about Palantir, not just artificial intelligence, while Wall Street was absolutely shitting on Palantir. He is a TV personality, and we are lucky as a Palantir community to have somebody with a name and clout behind them actually coming on a relatively small show like Amit's. He's going to be on this Wednesday. Please check it out on the Market Open. I will leave a link to his Twitter down below, as well as a link to my Twitter down below, and a link to Lord Grimm's Twitter down below. If you guys want to follow any one of us, this is definitely going to be good for you and good for us. Without further ado, let me get into this tweet. So I get a message earlier. It says, hey, bro, we're going to get a new product with a partner customer soon. I said, hey, which product? And shout out to Lord Grimm. He gives me so much information. I don't even get a chance to make as many videos as I possibly can with the information that he gives me. Shout out to you, big brother. I really appreciate all of the information. So he puts this out right here. This is from Chad Less, who's the vice president of Crisis24. Had an amazing time at Palantir Technology FoundryCon in Palo Alto these past few days, learning as much about how other companies are using Foundry's unique software to radically improve their businesses, as well as share how Crisis24's partnership with Palantir is creating the birth of our Dynamic Risk Library. Again, they are a massive risk management company, and they built a brand new product called the DRL. This is all the way back at Palantir FoundryCon before we even knew about AIP, Artificial Intelligence Platform. The DRL uses AI-driven open source collection, external data feeds, and 25 years of intel reports from our 200 plus expert human intel analysis, all collected and aggregated within Foundry. So just understand what he just said. 200 plus human experts with 25 years of experience, data, knowledge, analysis, right? All put all of this data into a system. And the system is going to be called the DRL, the Data Risk Library. And they're using Palantir Foundry and AI to power it. I'm going to make some more connections right now, but you're going to see how this is connecting to AIP. The user can access and pivot this deep repository of intelligence into strategic global growth and risk mitigation insights via an AI conversational agent, think ChatGPT, without the bugs and a superior risk-focused data set, as well as geopolitical events that could be either risks or opportunities to your business. Literally, mathematically driven crystal ball level insights thanks to Crisis 24 best-in-class intelligence production paired with Foundry's superior data aggregation. He then goes on to show this tweet right here. So that was in FoundryCon. This is now in AIPCon. Chad Less and Ryan Alsberg attended Palantir's AIPCon where they presented Crisis 24's Dynamic Risk Library. They were probably presenting it not on the main stage or after the total AIPCon was given. And remember, Shyam Sankar did say that there's going to be a lot of presentations going on. So they probably did a presentation. So we know that they are using AIP, or one of the few users of AIP, for their actual usage, for their actual platform. I have a feeling that this is going to be announced within this next month. Discussing large language models in AI and the future of Palantir's AIP. This is going to be a quick 2-minute video of the vice president talking.
I'm Chad Lesh. I'm the Senior Vice President of Strategic Projects for Crisis 24. I served in the Central Intelligence Agency for about 13 years prior to joining Crisis 24 and worked in finance before that. I'm proud to be a part of the professional team that we have at Crisis 24 and contribute to the team's success. The most unique thing about Crisis 24 is the people. You have such a wide array of skill sets, backgrounds, knowledge bases, etc., that are brought together under one roof. It's truly unique in the industry, and I think makes Crisis 24 the premier leader in integrated risk management because of that diversity. This year will be the advent of artificial intelligence with the use of language models. Certainly, ChatGPT has become very famous. The application of that, combined with big data, provides a whole new suite of opportunities to help companies both identify risks in our greater interconnected world, as well as to identify opportunities that they might have missed out on before that we can identify and pivot into action with the right tools. Crisis 24 is currently working with Palantir and their Foundry system to develop those capabilities and offer them to our clients. We're working to create a predictive analytic risk library that has the ability to be fed by multiple data sources to identify trends and applied models to help us identify world events that are of interest to our clients so they're aware of them before they happen and can take appropriate action to best insulate and protect their interests.
Now that video is actually from 4 months ago. So between 4 months and now, there's a major new capability called Artificial Intelligence Platform. I believe that it's safe to assume that we will get some type of news article or some type of publication that we are in fact working with Crisis 24, and Crisis 24 is increasing their partnership with Palantir Foundry using Palantir AIP. Whether this report is or is not going to come out, we as the community always realize things around 6 months in advance. We literally knew that Palantir was working with Coca-Cola. We literally knew that Palantir is going to get this United States Special Operations contract. And my man Ether Squared pretty much knows all companies that Palantir is working with. Shout out to him. He has literally 3 or 4 dossiers talking about like 100 different links. And usually when we find the links, a few months later, it comes out that Palantir is in fact working with this specific company. Guys, at the end of the day, only you can say if a company is overvalued, undervalued, or at par. Everybody has been saying that Palantir is overvalued at $10, $11, $12, $13, $14, $15, and today nearly $16, hitting a new 52-week high. We don't know what there is besides for the tip of the iceberg. We don't know what is below the ocean. We can't see what is happening. We don't know the partnerships. Also, we don't know the magnitude of the contracts, and we don't realize how big AIP can actually be. Realize what I'm saying here. ChatGPT for your specific data times 100. You saw what AIP can do. It is a far superior chatbot or large language model than ChatGPT. You guys saw the presentation. You guys saw the example. AIP is absolutely out of this freaking world. Literally analyzing an email, taking that email, giving you some different types of scenarios, putting it into a digital twin, and then giving you some pros and cons and possibilities of what can happen, what will happen, what probably won't happen, and solutions to every single problem along the way. If you guys didn't watch the entire AIP presentation, then you wouldn't understand what I'm talking about. Whether you're an OG in the Palantir community or just getting in or possibly wanting to get into Palantir. I can't tell you when to buy, when to sell, or what to do with your money because I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I qualified to speak or give advice when it comes to finance. This is purely entertainment and education, and all I could do is give you my own personal plays. I was buying like a mofo on the way down, and I am super happy with my position, and I am super happy that I had the conviction to invest into Palantir. What I do truly believe, though, in 5 years from now, whether you buy Palantir at $5, $10, $15, or even $20, I believe that it is going to be a huge discounted price because I think we have an absolute monster in front of us. A lot of people want to call Palantir an imposter, or Palantir a meme stock, but literally we are safeguarding the nuclear program of the United States. We literally have $750 million worth of contracts with the United States Special Operations Command. If you're unfamiliar with what that is, they're the ones that are literally making all of the missions for Green Berets, U.S. Navy SEALs, so on and so forth, across 4 different military branches. I can go on and on and on, but it's absolutely absurd and idiotic to call Palantir a meme stock, calling them an imposter. They are far from it. You might not like the company, you might think that it's overvalued, but to call it a meme stock is absolutely absurd. The only company that is better than Palantir is Bed Bath & Beyond because you cannot beat that 3 for $10 sale when I buy my shampoos. That is absolutely amazing. Guys, thank you so much. I'm going to leave the links to my Twitter, Keith's Twitter, and Lord Grimm's Twitter down below. Please follow us on Twitter. And if you guys want to support the channel, a lot of people are asking me, Adam, how do we support the channel? You put in a shit ton of work, and even though you're barely walking super sick, you're still making 2 Palantir videos in one day and a live. To this, I'm going to say coffee. Coffee helps me. Tea helps me. How do you buy me a coffee? I have channel membership down below. Guys, it's $3 a month. It's the cheapest channel membership of anybody on YouTube. YouTube takes $1. I'm left with $2. $2 allows me to buy myself a coffee. If you guys want to show some love and support the channel, please become a channel member. It definitely helps me. Thank you very much. Off to the next one. Have a great day.